Hi, my name is Caleb Collins, and in this course, I'm going to be teaching you how to prepare a home for a real estate photography shoot. Over 95% of home buyers will view a property online before setting up a showing. Buyers are hypercritical when looking at images online. Within the first couple images, a potential buyer will decide to investigate further or move on to the next listing. So, it's absolutely critical to make a great first impression. It usually comes down to two things when selling real estate: the product and the price. Today we'll be focused on the former, the product or home. We've put together a handy PDF checklist to help you stay organized. You can go ahead and download it now before moving on in this course. All right, let's get started. Curb appeal, kitchens, and master bathrooms sell homes. We've got to pay close attention to these key areas. The first image a buyer will see is almost always the front of the home. Start by hiding garbage cans, toys, hoses, and cars from view. Make sure garage doors are closed and yard maintenance such as mowing, raking leaves, trimming trees, and planting flowers has been done. I personally don't like how wet concrete looks in photos, so make sure the watering system has been shut off with enough time for the concrete to dry before the shoot. If you don't have enough time to let the concrete dry beforehand, then at least spray down all the concrete so the color looks cohesive. Next, you want to pull any yard signs out of the yard, like security companies, lawn crews, and real estate signs. If the home is going to be listed on a multiple listing service, best known as the MLS, the real estate agent can be fined from hundreds to thousands of dollars for having one of their signs in their marketing material. Signs can be photoshopped out, but it's better to err on the side of caution and pull the signs out before the shoot. To prepare the interior of the home, it first and foremost needs to be cleaned. This is one of the most important and yet underlooked items. A buyer can overlook a lot of things, but if the home isn't clean and doesn't have a pleasant smell, you will have potential clients walking or running from your listing. I've read several studies that conclude that the top-rated smells for making the best first impression are citrus and freshly baked cookies. But make sure not to mix the two. The cleaning list should include, at a minimum, vacuuming carpets, mopping hard floors, cleaning countertops, and dusting. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a home and there are dust bunnies hanging off the ceiling fans. It's gross and looks terrible. Be sure to turn on all lights, including lamps, and replace any burned out light bulbs. Try to use light bulbs with the same color temperature throughout the home. Every light source has a Kelvin rating from 1 to 10,000. You'll typically see 3 different types of color ratings for interior light bulbs. Warm white, which is a more traditional hue, and typically sits around 2700 Kelvin. Bright white, which ranges from 3 to 4000 Kelvin, and daylight, which ranges from 5000 plus Kelvin. It doesn't matter so much which ones you choose, but they are the same. My personal favorite to photograph and that I have in my own home is bright white. I think it has a visually pleasing balance. There can be color variants within each of these categories. However, all modern light bulbs will have their Kelvin rating labeled either on the light bulb itself or on the packaging. If you don't match the color, it can make the home feel unbalanced and lack cohesion. For a photography shoot, keep ceiling fans off, but with the lights on. For video, I typically like to select a few ceiling fans throughout the home to turn on low. This helps add motion to your video footage. The more natural light, the better. I like to have blinds pulled down but open, and curtains pulled back to let in as much natural light as possible. If the home doesn't have good natural light or poor lighting in general, then you need to look at adding light sources such as lamps to help brighten up the space. With today's modern LED light bulbs, you can get way brighter bulbs at less than half the wattage of traditional incandescent bulbs. This will allow you to get significantly more light out of existing features without blowing any breakers. We want to make the living areas of the home feel inviting. The easiest way to achieve an inviting space is by decluttering and depersonalizing. Most people like to display pictures of family and friends in their home, but the goal is to help the buyer see their family living in the space, not getting a history lesson on yours. Hide any magazines, shoes, toys from view. Dispense of any trash. Nobody needs to see that. More classy, less trashy. The furniture should be arranged in a way that makes the room feel most spacious. If the space is feeling cramped because there are too many pieces, start editing items out until you get the desired effect. A good rule of thumb I follow is less is more. You're selling the space, not the furniture. Doing things like fluffing pillows, adding a vase of fresh flowers, neatly arranging the decor will help create a welcoming atmosphere. I always turn off televisions. If a show is playing, it can cause blurry images in the photos. It can also cause color shift in the room, throwing off color balance, ultimately leading to more time spent editing later on. The only times I consider leaving the TV on is if it's a TV with a wall art setting, or if the image is paused on a stationary image of nature. The kitchen is the heart of the home. Therefore, it's one of the most important spaces when selling a home. You want to make sure that anyone could picture themselves cooking and entertaining in the kitchen. Again, less is more. Clear off the countertops, put away dishes, dish racks, paper towels, mail, electronics, and chargers. Tuck away any clutter into drawers and make sure all cabinets and drawers are fully closed. The sink needs to be clean and clear of dishes. The refrigerator needs to be cleared of magnets and photos. Keep a minimal number of appliances out and keep the door to the pantry closed. Trash cans must be hidden from view throughout the home, but most importantly, the kitchen. If the home has a formal dining room, be sure to wipe down the tabletop and chandelier too. Also, straighten all the chairs and space them evenly around the table. The table shouldn't be crowded with chairs. If there can't be a comfortable space between each chair, then remove chairs until there's an even amount left. Setting the table with tasteful plates, utensils, and a centerpiece or a vase of flowers can help make the space feel warm and inviting. Though the space may be smaller, it can make a big impact on potential buyers, especially those who love to entertain. The bedrooms should be a place for rest and comfort. Put away all shoes and clothing. Beds need to be neatly made and wrinkle-free. Clear nightstands, dressers of knickknacks, and store away any exposed cables and chargers. Seeing a mess of cables on the floor is a bad look. Also, make sure you can't see anything sticking out from under the bed. I also recommend shutting all closet doors when capturing the main bedroom, unless of course it's pristinely organized and clean. In high-end homes, it is more common to have walk-in closets that don't have any doors. But for standard closets, shutting the doors helps keep the image clean and tidy with straight lines. For closets, the goal is to make them look as functional and large as possible. You don't want them chock full with clothing, about to burst off the clothing rods or sloppily falling off the shelves. Leave a comfortable amount of breathing space between hanging clothes and organize like items. If you're feeling really ambitious, you can even organize by color. Some of the most epic closets I photographed have been well organized, clean, and color-coded. I typically don't photograph secondary closets, but if you or the homeowner wants one photographed, the same principles apply. One of the most requested features of a bathroom is for it to feel spa-like. Spas are clean, bright, and peaceful. Are you seeing a trend here? To help make this happen, remove toothbrushes, makeup, and personal items from bathroom countertops. Put away shampoo, loofahs, bath mats from showers and tubs. Same concept here. You're selling the space and not the bath mats. The only time I leave a rug or mat on the floor in a bathroom is if it is very clean and is a cohesive piece of the design. You must close toilet lids. It is a huge faux pas to leave toilet lids open in any real estate photo or video shoots. Make sure mirrors and windows are smudge-free and display only fresh matching towels. Sticking with a spa-inspired theme, my personal favorite color for towels is white. Crisp, clean, classic. We all love our pets, but most buyers are wary of pet damage. Some potential buyers may also be allergic, and if they see a pet bowl or kitty litter, there's a good chance they will move on to the next home. It's best to put away all pet beds, toys, food, and water bowls, especially kitty litter. If the home has a lingering pet odor, it's gotta get fixed. Do whatever it takes to get that funk out. Professional carpet cleaning and citrus diffusers are a good place to start. You really don't want animals running around in your images. Request that they be created in a safe place or taken to a local pet boarding facility. Lastly, be sure to have the backyard cleared of all pet waste and toys. The backyard should be a place to play and relax. Be sure to sweep the porch and neatly arrange any outdoor furniture. If there's a pool, make sure it's open and clean. Green water looks terrible in pictures and will be a red flag to buyers. All outdoor furniture should be wiped down and miscellaneous toys should be stored away. Having a nicely manicured yard makes a world of difference. Freshly trimmed grass, colorful flowers, and mulch will make a big impact on capturing great photos and videos. So, let's take a moment to recap. People are hypercritical when it comes to buying a new home. They want everything to be perfect. There are two big things to consider when selling a home: the product and the price. What we covered today is all about putting the product, the home, in the best possible position to capture a buyer's attention, removing as many negatives as we can and giving them loads of reasons to say yes. It can be a lot of work prepping a home for professional photography, but it's totally worth it to come away with beautiful images. If you ever get stuck, just remember to stick to the basics: clean and clear. I hope you've enjoyed this course and picked up a few helpful tips along the way. Check out Nested Photo School to find more courses on how to become a professional real estate photographer. I'll catch you on the next one.